Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, guys. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be going over a 2024 recap of Pixel Gun 3D. So, a lot of you guys may know this year has kind of been up and down. So, there's been some good parts, been some bad parts here and there. But I just really wanted to recapture it all in one video so we could just kind of go over what happened this year. Now, I was gonna make like a edited video, like a highly one, but I didn't really like. I thought it's just more appropriate just to talk about what happened and just kind of explain the good and bad of 2025 in Pixel Gun 3D, guys. So yeah, man, it's been it's been a crazy year, guys, for Pixel Gun. A lot of big things has happened. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna recap everything that actually did happen. There was a lot of big things, guys, like a lot of big changes. So yeah, I'm gonna just show up some gameplay and we're gonna actually go over everything that happened in 2025 in the game, good or bad. Okay, guys, so pretty much the first topic we're gonna actually get into with Pixel Gun 3D and the recap of 2024. Obviously, this is the most big thing that actually happened this year. Some may say it's bad, some may say it's good. Very mixed opinions, but we're talking about PC edition, aka Steam edition, whatever you want to call it. So pretty much earlier this year, Pixel Gun actually released a Steam edition, and yeah, this caused a lot of, it was very hyped from the start. And if you guys didn't know, what actually brought me back into the game was when I heard PC edition was coming out, because I just wanted to see if it would kind of revive what was Pixel Gun 3D, but unfortunately, I mean, it did in the moment it did, obviously, because PC edition for Pixel Gun was a very hype at the beginning of its launch, so of course it brought a lot of new players in, but unfortunately, a lot of these new players, they didn't actually end up staying, because if you guys check the Steam charts, you'll understand pretty much. Now, what was also the downfall, guys? So I think that PC was it was actually balanced, right? When it first came out, because obviously the PC players they weren't as experienced, and everyone was just getting used to it, kind of. And now this created a huge problem, because what happened was the devs didn't actually add remove crossplay. They added a crossplay pretty much between PC and mobile. So this sparked a lot of controversy within the Pixel Gun community, due to the fact that a lot of people say that PC versus mobile is unfair, which I would agree to. And I'm big on pushing for crossplay, but I don't think it will happen, due to the fact that if you just check the charts for PG, obviously it's just not at its prime right now. It happens to every game, but yeah, man, it was like a double-edged sword, if that makes any sense. But this was a massive thing that happened, obviously in 2024. Now, I'm not gonna comment if it was good or bad. I'll leave that up to you guys. But the second topic that I want to get into in 2024 Pixel Gun 3D recap is actually a negative one, which is hackers. So a lot of you guys may know that the rise of hackers in 2024 with Pixel Gun Steam Edition coming out, it was massive, guys. And I'm still receiving, I'm not receiving, obviously, because I am receiving, but I'm talking about modded gifts. Like, these hackers are sending me these constant gifts, and I keep having to try to decline. And yeah, I'm getting no help with that. But it's not even just how hackers could gift you random stuff. And by the way, guys, if you accept hackers' gifts, you do get banned. So basically, hackers are able to get other people banned for basically absolutely no reason. Something that shouldn't even have happened in the first place to begin with, if they had a proper anti-cheat. But I guess it's happening. But this is the least concern, because a lot of the gameplay experience is also ruined. So these hackers do have a lot of abilities, such as crashing you, infinity, insta kill. It's just a bunch of stuff. I don't really want to get into it. I'm not really a mod menu geek like that, and no, I don't promote mods at all. I'm actually against mods, dude. A lot of people they say they have to mod PG, but I really don't think you have to mod to enjoy the game. If you just would play fair and try to grind it out, But yeah, man, that's just my opinion on the whole entire thing. But on the third point that I want to get into in this video is also the ban system in Pixel Gun 3D. Now, I've seen a lot of videos talking about quote-unquote Pixel Gun's downfall, this and that. I'm sure you guys have seen them, but one thing I never see get mentioned is the horrible ban system in Pixel Gun 3D. So, yeah, recently a lot of people have been getting banned for basically absolutely no reason at all, man. And this happened to me, too. You know, it's just crazy, dude. Like, the whole entire ban system, like, you could waste your whole entire savings on this game, right? Well, waste everything. Your time, it's everything. Suddenly, boom, you're banned. Like, just like that. You're out, bro. You're out. And that's why I say spend on games with caution, especially Pixel Gun, because you could lose it all, man. So, you know, it's a lesson to be learned, but it's just something I haven't seen many people talking about, the quote-unquote downfall of PG talking about. And I think it's because most of these people aren't actually playing the game, or they're just either out of touch with the community and they just want to hop on kind of the trend of saying like the downfall of Pixel Gun. They don't really know what's really going on at the moment with the game and why it's this way. But the fourth thing I want to... So we are talking about the infamous prices in Pixel Gun 3D. Now, it wasn't always this way, you know, from the beginning of this game, obviously, but with over time and what I would say is a drop in the player base of PG, the prices have tremendously went up, guys. Like, it's like damn near 500 gems to get yourself a mid-weapon from the trader's van. Which, you know, obviously what my theory behind this is Pixel Gun has to ramp up the prices to increase their revenue. Obviously, it's a game and they have to be able to pay the developers. So that's my theory behind it. But this could also be a leading factor behind why people are actually saying Pixel Gun 3D is dying. But, you know, maybe I could make that for another video, because I still want to talk about... like really there's a lot to talk about, man, like the factors behind this game's quote-unquote downfall, but I won't say anything for certain. Now, the fifth point that I'm going to get onto in this video about 2024, now it wasn't all negative, obviously, but we're talking about the events. So the events, there was a few free-to-play ones which were great, guys. Like, we had a lot of people hype about it, seen a lot of people happy, you know. It was really something for the community. But my opinion on these events is also, there was obviously those pay-to-win ones where it was impossible to actually do something or finish and get your weapons, your currency or whatever from the event. If you didn't pay, you don't get the event. So it's like a double-edged sword again. And also what I've noticed with these events, they're all around just really, really repetitive. Just, I don't know what you guys think about it, but it's literally, like, for me, kind of like the same thing over and over. What you play, or either you spend money, this and that. I mean, it's really all the same thing over and over, guys. And what I can see from this is the devs just making these exclusive, quote-unquote, you know, events that are obviously, they're going to come back eventually, one way or another, just to keep people hooked on actually playing. So if you guys don't really see what they're doing, they're just releasing these quote-unquote limited time events just to keep people entailed into their game. So this could also be another way to kind of view what they're doing, just you know, kind of different perspective. I don't see many people talking about this when it comes to events. I see people complaining, though. It's like they say either it's pay to win or you have to grind a lot. Now personally, yeah, you know, if you guys were here for some of these events, there was actually a lot of auto clickers, you know, who are trying to get the currency for the event. It is very grindy events, which is another thing to talk about. I mean, they're kind of forcing people to play the game, it feels like with these events. That's what it feels like, guys. But overall, I would say there's mixed reviews about the events in 2024, but I'd like to know your guys' opinion. Now, the sixth thing I'm going to get into in this video is the downfall of mobile. Now, it has to be said, guys, but mobile just cannot compete with PC anymore. And a lot of you guys may know, also mobile, for whatever reason now, we experience a lot of crashes, guys. My mobile family will actually know about this. You know, if you're a part of the mobile fam, you will understand the pain behind the Pixel Gun 3D lag and crashes now. I feel like the devs are kind of sleeping on the optimization of mobile now that they've released PC. I feel like Pixel Gun 3D is trending towards a PC edition or their PC model more. I guess they probably saw the direction their game was going and they wanted to make a complete 360 to kind of jumpstart things, which I have no problem with, but obviously this is going to come with a lot of things like the hackers and such. But that's for a whole nother video, man. Okay, guys, so the next point that I actually do want to get into, which is point number 7, is going to be bots in 2024. So a lot of you guys may know Pixel Gun added bots. I think it was 2022. Mistake. It was originally in 2020, but it was only in 2020 briefly, and then they reintroduced bots in 2022. And now, obviously, a lot of people, they either love bots or they hate bots. So in my opinion on these bots, it's sad to see that Pixel Gun 3D even had to add bots, because if you guys were OG in this game, you would obviously remember, boom, you just instantly go into a lobby, you get a full match with real players. It was never a problem. But obviously things kind of changed, and stuff happened, and now they had to add bots. But in my opinion, these bots, I feel like they aren't necessary if they would just focus on fixing their game more per se, or either just remove some maps so players will be like, they'll all be in some maps. Like the problem with these bots is I feel like there's so many of them, because a lot of these maps just people don't play whatsoever, and they're kind of left abandoned, so they are kind of forced to have to add bots into a lot of these maps and lobbies, servers, whatever you want to say. But overall, I don't have much to say about these bots. They're just boring to play against overall. They're hella easy to defeat. Some of them are cracked. I don't know what to say. But the 8th thing is basically just overall, man, like my recap on it, positive or negative. I would have to say that this year was for me personally, coming back to the game, obviously I took a break, guys. Like, I kind of took a gap year where I wasn't really interested in Pixel Gun 3D, if you guys didn't know, throughout 23, I think it was, and then I came back on 24, basically. But, my full entire recap of Pixel Gun 2024 being in here for a while is that, it was positive for some people, and it was negative for a lot, especially mobile, which it really affected me when Pixel Gun PC Edition started kind of, it just got unfair, man, for mobile players. Like, if you want to be competitive in this game anymore, or like try to win your matches, it's going to be especially hard now with the introduction of PC. But obviously, if you're PC, you're going to love it, because that's just a whole new experience, and you can kind of bully mobile players. So overall, subjectively, it's kind of like mixed reviews for 2024 from what I've seen. But obviously I feel like it's been more negative than positive, sadly. I do want to see the best for the game, but I just had to I wanted to make a recap of Pixel Gun 2024 that wasn't biased, man, because I feel like some of these people, like, they just love to hate. Like, we gotta give credit where credit's due, and we can't just be hating on something blindly. It's kind of ridiculous. But overall for me, I feel like it was more negative than positive, but a lot of people love this year. So for Pixel Gun, obviously, now I don't know what else to really say, guys, but I really had to make this video, man. I felt like, because I might just make this a trend on my channel. Who knows, man? Like, just a 2025 recap. Who knows, man, if I'll even be played then, with the way things are going with this game. But man, let me know what you guys think 2024 was for you in Pixel Gun 3D and your experiences. With that being said, guys, peace.